want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. What may seem to others as a coincidence in life of a believer is actually a divine appointment. Does Scripture show any evidence for Satan's ability to mimic these circumstances? Thank you. Well, you're welcome. That's a great question. So when we talk about Satan, his authority, his power, his ability, one of the things that we discover is that he only can imitate or mimic who the Lord is. For example, we know there is but one God who is in the persons of Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whom we know as Satan, who is one entity. According to Revelation chapter 11 and 13, he, shall we say, manifests himself as a beast, a second beast, and a false prophet. Here's the difference. Satan is not omnipresent, Satan is not omnipotent, and Satan is not omniscient. He doesn't know everything, can't be everywhere, and he is not all-powerful. However, he presents himself as one who is able. For example, 2 Corinthians chapter 11 talks about in verse 13 and following that he disguises himself as an angel of light. In other words, he appears to be something that he is not. So, you and I, biblically, we understand that when two events that seem completely unrelated come together, it is a divine appointment. Or the word that we often use theologically is the word providence, which really means God at work behind the scenes, whether we realize it or not. Think the book of Esther. You know, even in the book of Esther, the word God is never used. And yet here you have this Queen Esther, who's obviously married to a king. She has an uncle Mordecai. There's a man Haman who hates him, is trying to destroy him. And you wonder how it's all going to work. But you discover that all throughout the story, the right people are in the right places at the right time for God's perfect will. Even though they didn't orchestrate it, it is just all divinely planned or quote unquote providential. The lost world would say, it's just a coincidence. And I think that's the answer to the question. Satan has convinced us it's just random things getting together at the right time, when behind the scenes, God is always at work on and for our behalf. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.